in the future. But as for the Republicans, as Steve said, the whole premise of the Gillespie campaign was to be Mitt Romney in Northern Virginia and Donald Trump in Southern Virginia. And it's pretty clear tonight that that was not a winning strategy for him. And I think you're going to see a lot of other Republicans, particularly I think about Barbara Comstock, who's a Republican House member in Northern Virginia, having to figure out who and what they're going to be in 2018.
Garrett Hake with the story behind the story we're covering tonight, which is this big Democratic win in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Garrett, thank you very much. Time now to bring in our leadoff panel this evening. White House Bureau Chief for the Washington Post, Philip Rucker, is back with us. Kimberly Atkins is back with us as well, Chief Washington reporter for the Boston Herald, and Chief White House correspondent for the New York Times, Peter Baker, who covered Virginia politics for a decade. And boy, Virginia politics never ceases to amaze me. Peter, we'll start with you. What just happened, do you think, in the Commonwealth?
Well, the Commonwealth of Virginia provided Donald Trump a real thumping. That's the phrase, of course, we've heard in the past on off-year elections. We should remember, of course, that the Virginia governor's election always comes 1 year after a presidential election and doesn't necessarily tell us anything about what will come after this. Having said that, President Trump had a pretty good run of these special elections all year, managed to hold on to a bunch of House seats that were mostly Republican to begin with, but Democrats had thought they might be able to take. And the resounding nature of this victory, a 9-point victory, far greater than what anybody had expected, leaves no doubt for debate at this point. And what they're telling the country is there is, room for resistance against President Trump. There is a consequence to a president who has a 35, 38% approval rating.
Phil, seniority has its